In today's session, I would like to address those who have concerns with memory. What's really interesting about memory is that the older we get, there seems to be, and I experience them to myself from time to time. In fact, actually, that's what I call them, sometimers. Because when I'm doing consumer lectures, I always say to people, you have to ask me questions because I deal with sometimers. Sometimes I'll remember what to tell you, sometimes I don't. And it's really interesting. I mean, we all know that the information is there, the memories are there, but the cataloging system sometimes gets a little rusty. You know, it's like a universal teaching. Use it or lose it. So with the mind, and I always relate the mind to a muscle. And again, it's one of those things, use it or lose it, because a muscle, if you don't use it, becomes flaccid. So with the mind, I always recommend word games, any kind of thought games that you can get into. If you're a TV watcher, I always try to catch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, and then I go back to work. So those are things that I do to help keep my mind. Plus, obviously, I read all kinds of different books, all kinds of different materials. I get Discover magazine, Scientific America. So these things keep interest, and that's what you need to have. You need to build your memory, you need to have curiosity, and again, it's like a muscle, you got to work it. But if you're one of those people that has concerns about your memory, and you're like me, you know, well, like all of us, we're in the aging process, and some of us are into our 60s and 70s, and things are getting hazy. Well, here are some nutrients that are specific for the mind. And two of the herbs that I use that are, in my mind, really fabulous for the mind are these two, GOTU KOLA and GINKGO biloba. Why? Because what both of those do is carry oxygen to the blood-brain barrier. Now, on some levels, your brain is protected from your blood because your blood, because it contains iron, could actually short-circuit your brain. Right? Go figure. Because your brain is an your brain is an electromagnetic generator. And so the iron could short circuit it. And when it comes to the oxygen, 25% of all of the oxygen that you bring into your body is relegated to your mind to feed it, to nurture it. So in addition to GINKGO and biloba, I have these other nutrients, as you can see, that are also designed to open up the arteries, bring more blood to the blood-brain barrier, plus nutrients that the brain would use for its own health and operational functionality. So if you have concerns about the memory, take a look at memory factors. It's comprehensive. I've had great feedback from retailers who actually have given it to their mom and their dad with what they would like to call remarkable results. To me, it's natural. Everything for me comes back to give the body what it requires in meaningful amounts. None of these low potency vitamins where you think you're doing yourself some good. On some levels, you're not. You're not giving your body enough to work with. Why do I say that? Well, when you consider all the stress that's going on in the world, and maybe some in your own personal life, and the way that you are reacting to what's going on in the world, well, your B vitamins, which are technically coenzymes, and if you listen to another one of my sessions, you'll know that the body runs on enzymes and proteins. Well, the B vitamins are also water dispersible. What's that mean? They wash out. So if you have a low potency, guess what? Your body cannot come back to balance and harmony unless you give it everything that it needs in meaningful amounts. That's the secret to being well. When it comes to memory, take a look at these nutrients. I know that if you try our memory factors, I think you'll like the results that you get, knowing that you are addressing a major concern in your life. Thanks for stopping by, thanks for listening, and have yourself a memorable day. Take care and be well.